going to be showing you how to use one of the coloured cross stitch charts here, and also just to change colour while you're stitching. So this is one of the projects from our book Stitch Club Volume 1, which is from the Crafterati subscription box. And what's fab about the granny squares, I've done quite a few of them, is that they are like, each of these one single squares is 10 centimetres when stitched on 7 count canvas. And this is one of them here. So just a single square can be used as a pincushion, which is what this is here, or you can repeat the pattern and have, this is 9 of them, so each of these squares is 10 centimetres. So this is a 30 centimetre by 30 centimetre cushion. When doing a coloured cross stitch chart, you can see that I usually put a red line here. Now this marks the centre of the chart because it's good to start from the centre of the canvas. Now this is a piece of canvas, it's only a small piece to show you this, and I've folded it in half and half again. Nice and tight. It's so easy along these lines here to find the centre point. And the centre point for that, oh, that's the wrong side, corresponds with the centre of this stitching. So I moved 2 stitches to the right and started stitching this up and down, up and down. So now I need to change colour, and the next thing I'm going to do is go and use this petal here. Now you can choose any of them, but all you need to do is make sure that your stitching always follows the same direction. Because you can see from this, if you do, then those little crosses that go over are all going in the same direction. See it here. And you need to have that, otherwise your work just looks a little bit messy. So I go over to the back, and like the quick start method or the threading through, I literally just use the same method by popping through at the back, threading through those horizontal stitches. Now it's a little tight because there's only a few of these stitches. We can get there and pull it through and turn it round to the right side, and on this one I can start to stitch using the same method that I've shown you before, which is top left to bottom right and across to bottom left. So each of those 4 squares corresponds to 1 stitch, and I've just done this stitch here on the chart, and then I continue up in the same direction here, and you can see that I've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where the counting comes in. 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2. That's 3, 4, and that's my 5th. So I haven't done the second half of my 5th one, because what I'm going to do is turn it round to start, whoops daisy, to start my next row. And you can see that this starts 1 stitch further up. So I'm going to go down to finish that one and up here to start my next 4 stitches, 4 squares, 1 stitch, which is here. So top right to bottom, sorry, top left to bottom right, and then continue here. And I need to do it for 4 stitches. That's 4, and then leave a gap. So you literally just leave a gap for that stitch and carry on stitching. For another 4. You can see, and then I need another gap, so I just skip those holes there, and as long as you tuck in that extra bit behind, it will stay neat, your work, when you're stitching. And then I continue for another 4 stitches. And I'm ready to turn around and move along. Now I'm going to go back here actually. You can see I'm just continuing with that quick cross stitch method. and you just carry on. And when you've finished with this yarn, you use the threading through method at the back, and then you swap and change and do the next yarns. Each time, each square corresponds to this. Now how I would stitch this is I would do the yellow, then the purple, then the green, then the blue, then the outline, and then fill in with the white. Happy stitching, and thanks for watching.